Hi everyone, welcome to Yes Friday on Have You Heard? My name's Richard, of course, and today we are going the furthest into their catalogue that we've been so far, and we're going to 1999 and The Ladder. Now, I must admit that this is an album I only got into a long time after it was released. To be fair, I was a little bit put off by Yes um, after their previous album, Open Your Eyes, which I thought was a huge disappointment. And it's an album I hardly touch these days. But I had some people that I knew who kept telling me, the ladder is a return to form. Eventually, I succumbed and I listened, and I have to agree. It's a super album that only gets fresher and gets more fun with every listen, I think. So today we are going to delve into The Ladder and we're going to listen to the 9-minute song New Language, which I think has a little bit of everything. It's certainly got a very prog opening, which is great. Then it gets into their attempt, I guess, to stay relevant in the very late 1990s, moving into the 2000s, but not too much so. It's a lovely song. It's a lovely track, and it's going to be the first of a few that we're going to play from this album. I like this album very much. So here we go. Let's have a listen to New Language. If you're a Yes fan and you're new to the channel, please like and subscribe. There's lots of Yes songs in our Yes playlist for you to get into. But this is a regular Friday feature on the channel. We'll talk more about the personnel and all the stories around it afterwards. But first of all, from the 20th of September 1999, from The Ladder, this is Yes with New Language.
I speak from some sort of protection of learning, even though I make it up as I go on. special trait is that I try to reach your feelings, so I speak a new language of love. Some say that it is written in the circle, others that it's written in the sun. But I protect myself by seeing this experience as a metaphor for moving on. Sometimes I check myself to start to believe in the horoscopes you read every day. They're telling me something I really ought to know, but then I get
couldn't quite get that right. It transitions very quickly into Nine Voices, the final track. Um, isn't that a great song? Don't you think so? Um, I think it's up there with one of their best from certainly from the later period of the band. And of course, by this time they were a six-piece. Billy Sherwood had come on board as a rhythm guitarist, but I think he contributed quite a bit more. I do know that he uh, and Chris got on particularly well, and I think Chris valued his um, musical preferences, perhaps. Certainly, although he left the band after this album, he came back again, didn't he? And of course, Igor Koroshev was on keyboards, brought in as a full member after the Open Your Eyes tour. Um, and he stands out as a very, very good keyboards player on this album. The more I listen to him, the more you can see what a talent this chap is. And it's a real shame that his indiscretions following this album led to him having no future with Yes. It was such a shame because as a player, he certainly has all the chops. At the beginning of the song, uh, you have that church organ, and then you have the Hammond organ as well. And it always reminds me of the church and Hammond organ contrast in Close to the Edge. Of course, not on the same scale, of course not. But you get that feeling, don't you? And you feel throughout the whole album that there are little nods to previous pieces. Uh, and that's lovely. I think, though, I mean, first of all, let's just say Chris Squire is on top form, and the bass is real Chris Squire bass, particularly in the second half of the song. Alan White at the beginning, in that prog breakdown at the beginning, is typical Alan White. Uh, wow. Chris Squire, Steve Howe he holds back and he plays really, really beautifully. It's a lovely group track. And of course, the whole ethos of the album was that no one came to the studio with completed songs. They didn't want that. They wanted to work together, so they stayed in the same house around Vancouver, I think it was. They they came to the studio with pieces, but with pieces that they could work with each other on to create a whole lot of really, really interesting songs, and songs that are all imaginative, beautifully played and arranged. Um, but I think the key to the whole thing was the producer, Bruce Fairbairn. Um, now, Bruce's background, of course, is much more hard rock, isn't it? And I made a list here of the bands that he produced over his career: Bon Jovi, Aerosmith. I mean, the big Bon Jovi albums, Slippery When Wet, Aerosmith, Pump, all those big 90s albums from Aerosmith when they came back again. AC/DC, The Razor's Edge, Van Halen, Scorpions, Cranberries. I'm not necessarily fans of all those bands, certainly not the Cranberries, but then he produced In Excess's final album, Elegantly Wasted. My favourite In Excess album. I love that album. And Bruce Fairbairn produced that just a couple of years before this one. And of course, tragically, he died of a heart attack right while mixing was going on for the album. And it feels like, okay, fate came and took him away at the age of 49. But the way he had handled the band, the way he had got them to work together, the way he had shown an interest and come to them from a different direction. Steve Howe says that he pitched up at rehearsals for 2 weeks to watch them rehearsing to get to know them more. He said no other producers had ever bothered to do that before. And I think for somebody to make that kind of impact on Steve Howe, it just goes to show that he created a rapport, and he gave them direction, and it was such a shame that he passed away. Heart attack at 49. Who knows what might have happened? This could have been a relationship between Yes and Bruce that could have gone on for another 10, 20 years, and the whole trajectory of Yes could have been completely different. Um, it does feel a shame. And of course, they dedicated the album to Bruce Fairbairn. One last thing I just want to share that I found out in my research that I did not know was that the title of the album, The Ladder, is inspired by John Lennon's meeting with Yoko Ono in 1966 at the Indica Gallery in London, where she was displaying an installation called the ceiling painting, but people would call it the Yes painting. And what the installation was that you had to walk up a ladder to the top of the ladder and look through a looking glass, and there was a framed note, a tiny framed note with Yes written on it. It's fantastic. And the band obviously had found out about that, and that was the inspiration for the title of the album, The Ladder. Yes is such a short word, isn't it? But it is such a positive word, and it's a word that can be used in any context. And I think to choose Yes as your band name was an inspired decision. And I don't know how that happened. Does anybody know? Please let me know. Please tell us in the comments. How did Yes get their name? It's the greatest name in rock music, I think. Uh, but there you are. So that leads me on to asking you all, please, yes. Please put comments below. Give me your feedback. What do you think of The Ladder? I know a few of you like it. I've seen it in previous comments. But what do you think of it? Did you like this particular song? What other songs do you think we should play? I've got a whole list of them from this album that I think we could play. But I'm keen to hear what you have to say. But this has been lovely. And while we might not play any Open Your Eyes songs, we'll certainly play some more ladder songs. We'll also do some keys to Ascension sometime soon as well. But there we are. Thank you very much for having stayed with me and for watching today's Yes video. I hope you've enjoyed it. And I look forward to seeing you on another episode of Have You Heard? Once you've liked and subscribed, of course, tomorrow, because we do a video every day. But until then, cheers everybody, and play lots of Yes music today. Bye bye.